Another thing that I see once my students start to accept more and give more freedom to the pedal is that they start to tap the pedal. And this means that we're not working synchronized to the pedal, because it means that once we tap the pedal, our foot comes back way faster than what the pedal does. And this is something that would work. Problem is that if we get used to doing this, when we'll get the spring back up, there is way more pressure from the spring than just the rebound of the beater, and we will find ourselves still working against the pedal, because it means that we get used to pushing down the pedal while the pedal is coming back up, so we create this contrast. And it's just something that will give us a hard time. So second step is to learn and understand how to wait for the pedal and follow the pedal to come back, so that we're synchronized. Okay, so this is very different from this. This is getting used to playing with the pedal synchronized. Okay, so synchronizing the motion of our ankle, and I'm talking about ankle motion here and not leg motion, even though we can also apply the same concept with the leg motion. But usually it's the ankle motion that gives problems when we put the spring back up, because the weight of the leg or the strength of the leg, it always beats the spring tension. There's no problem with that. Okay, the problem starts when we shift to the ankle motion, because the spring is a very strong force. Okay, so the benefit of playing without the spring, we can understand that it's making sure that we can get used to the pedal and synchronize to the pedal and be more sensitive towards the pedal. Okay. Second benefit is the speed. The spring has its own speed based on how we set it. Okay, so if it's very tight, and it will be very fast. If it's loose, it will be a bit slower, but it has its own speed, and we have to deal with this speed. We can go slower of the speed of the spring, just controlling with the ankle, because it would be too much effort to deal with. So we have to switch to a leg motion. And when we shift to this ankle motion, we already have to start from the 0 point of the spring tension. Instead, without the spring, we can go as slow as we want and really break down the motion and getting used to this, and still having the time to concentrate on our body motions, and not having to already respond and deal with a certain speed that the pedal or the spring requires us to have. Okay, so benefit number 2, being able to practice very slow, breaking down the motions and still concentrating on our body. These are benefits that will really change the game, change your playing once you get comfortable with. So being synchronized to the pedal means once we put the spring back up, not having all that physical approach to the pedal anymore, or to the spring. So instead of playing like this, pressing down, putting a lot of effort for a little result, we can let the pedal work more, because we take advantage of the spring, because we get used to, without the spring, we get used to having the pedal working for us, and we just have to slightly keep the pedal active. So it's a great benefit to get rid of all this physical effort and let the pedal work, let the spring do the job.